Make you wake up in a sweat sometimes. Sometimes you wake up kicking. You be running so hard, you be kicking your partner out the bed. Hey, what's wrong with you, man? I had to wake you up. You about to kill me. I don't know what's trying to kill you. Say, thank you, baby, for waking me up. If I ever act like that again, wake me up. Kill means to veto. Kill means to quash. Kill means to cause death. Kill means to murder. And kill means to slay. It becomes imperative for us to understand that through the contractual law of Yahweh, we have agreed. Through promise, we have promised. We've agreed, made an agreement with Yahweh, we've promised Yahweh to comply with this commandment. Exodus chapter 19. Exodus chapter 19. We made a contractual agreement to comply with this command in Exodus chapter 19. We promised Yahweh we would comply to this commandment. Verses 3 through 8. Read.
And Moses went up unto Yahweh, and the Lord Yahweh called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel, Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord Yahweh commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that the Lord Yahweh had spoken, we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord Yahweh.
Yahweh told Moses. Moses told the elders, who were able to break it down to the people, who understood what Yahweh wanted through Moses, through the elders, for them to do, and they made an agreement. They agreed to several things. One, they agreed that they promised Yahweh, they would be a holy priesthood. What kind of nation did they promise they would be? A holy nation? Maybe I better say that again. Let it sink in, because I don't think it's sunk. You promised Yahweh through your fathers, which is you. You promised Yahweh you would be what kind of priesthood? What did it say? A kingdom of priests. Not an individual priest. A kingdom. That means all of us in there. We promised we would be the kingdom of heaven. Oh, what did you think heaven was? Streets paved with gold? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you think the kingdom of heaven is the 12 foundations of precious stones and streets paved with gold, clear water running from the throne throughout. Come on, yes. Yes, your carnal mind registers those points like that. You can't see nothing outside of the terrestrial, earthly level of thinking. Don't you realize the only way that there can be streets paved with gold is that your mind is paved with righteousness and golden thoughts? Thoughts like gold. You have to be what kind of priest? A kingdom of priests. Then you can take all the gold and put it on the street if you want to. You do whatever you want to with the gold. Be a mighty rich city, huh? But the real riches is not the gold that's in the street. You'll inherit that. All the sinners that have gold are going to have to bring it to you anyway. So if you want to keep it by paving it into the street so they can't take it up, well, they can't steal it piece by piece and take it back out. That's one pretty good way. Catch somebody digging in the street, you beat him to death, right? You breaking the law, man. Boom. Take my street away from you. We promised Yahweh to be a kingdom of priests. And all the black folk in America belong to Yahweh. Are our people priests? Or are they wicked? We promised Yahweh that we would be a holy nation. Did we keep our promise? No wonder you asked, why were you born? You made a serious promise. You made a promise to be holy. Just like Yahweh is holy. Just like your Father. It's not unattainable. Going back into the days of Moses and seeing that Yahweh is present, though everybody could see Yahweh up on the mountain. I mean, his ship, the clouds, they saw him come down, shaking up everything. They ran. Moses went up there and came back with a message from the one on high to the elders. You understood a message. You understood the agreement. And you said, I promise. Did you keep your promise? You read the book, What Yahweh Will Do When You Don't Keep Your Promise. Did he keep his promise? He said he would punish us for generations. Third and fourth generation. Generations, he said he'll punish us. Did he keep his word? Anybody tired of the punishment? Then if you're tired of the punishment, all you have to do is change your wicked ways and become holy. Can we have one person in our nation being unholy? No, you have to cast him out so that nothing is left but the Holy One. What about someone that's in our nation, born among us, and said, I don't want to be a priest. under Yahweh? What do you have to do? You don't have a choice. You have to put him out. Never thought about that part. What else did we promise there? Anything else? We promised to be priests to Yahweh, a kingdom of priests. We promised to be a holy nation. And what else? A peculiar treasure. We promised Yahweh that we would be a peculiar treasure to him. We've come to America and we act worse than the heathen. We're worse than everybody. Did we make another promise? We promised to keep the covenant. Trusting us is a dangerous thing, isn't it? We've gone through these things so that when Yahweh comes to redeem us, we will understand what it means to break Yahweh's laws, to break our promise. How many now understand what it means to break your promise to Yahweh? See the results clearly in your life, in our people's life? How many think our problems is due to the white man? You can take that trip off of him. Boy, just think how we were taught. I mean, we've had leaders come among us and teach us the white man is the devil and he's responsible for all our problems. I had people try to teach me that. Yeah, they tried to teach me that. See, it's obvious I rejected that. And when I reject that kind of teaching, some who still believe in that kind of stuff think I'm teaching that. You can know, man. No, the fault is not with the white man. He wishes now that he had never been burdened with capturing you. He's so sorry. He heaped up all this wealth, and now he's got to give it to the just. He's so sorry. He's burdened out with niggas. He doesn't know what to do. He said, a white man's burden. It's in the dictionary. He knows niggas are a burden. He is so sorry he's hung with you. That's why he beat up on you. He's so mad, man. Got to carry these niggas. You see, they probably asked too, what did they do to deserve all this? All these niggas. What did we do to deserve all these niggas? Well, I can tell you what they did. They are killers. Well, when did they kill? They're the children of Cain. They killed Abel. And they killed righteous all the way down through history to this day. And they know you the righteous and kill you without a cause. See, they were given a test of Yahweh's children being put in their hands to do with as they please, except they were told not to kill you in the book of Job, and they were told not to harm a hair on your head. But see, they went overboard in their treatment of you, mistreatment of you. So I'm here to judge them for that. I'm not here to judge them because they put you in slavery. I put you in slavery. They didn't. Because you broke my agreement. I'm talking to you face to face. And I don't care if you don't like me because I punish you. You better like me. Or I'll kill your soul, your body, and cast it into hell. You better like me. Praise Yahweh. See, it takes a mighty brave and courageous man and a man with an awful lot of power and a lot of confidence in the power he possessed to come among a bunch of stiff-headed, hard-headed, and rebellious niggas and say, all your trouble is due to me. And I hope you don't like it. And then live among those niggas. Yeah, all your trouble. I'm responsible for every pain you suffer because you broke your agreement with me. And now your conscience has to... I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of no niggas. I tell all niggas what's wrong with you. And say, this is where I live, too. Tell all you rebellious niggas, this is where I live. You rebelled against me. Praise Yahweh. That's how incredible I am. Then I tell you, if you don't listen to me, after I tell you this, I'm going to make what you're going through 7 times worse than what you're going through now. Just in case you don't like this. That's right, 7 times worse. You don't know what trouble is till you reject me face to face. I'm here to repay you to your face. I'm not hiding behind Moses and nobody else. I'm up front. I'm the up front God. I'm out front. I'm here to repay you to your face. How you like those apples? It's serious business breaking an agreement with Yahweh that he promised to come back and repay you to his face. That's written. Those that hate me, I will repay them to their face, those that hate me. How many have not read that? Never seen it in the Bible. You haven't seen it inside the Bible. Okay, let's turn to it. Give me. What is it? Proverbs what? Deuteronomy 7:10. I don't send somebody else to do it for me. I come do it myself. Deuteronomy 7:10. Read.
And repay them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated him. He will repay him to his face.
That's how much power I have. I'm not going to lighten up. Give you no rope. And all who think they have rope right now that have come in contact with me, I'm tightening their rope up now. And all the joy they have right now is but for a moment. You can ask Eastern Airline employees how long the joy is. We've been destroyed as a people. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Turn to Hosea chapter 4. Verse 6. We have been destroyed as a people because we have never understood the full ramifications of our obedience or disobedience to this law, to the laws of Yahweh. Read, to this law, thou shalt not kill. You can obey or disobey. We've never understood the ramifications. Read.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God Yahweh. I will also forget thy children.
We've been pretty forgotten till I come. How many of you really understand today you are blessed to know me? To learn the law. Different points of view of the law. Yes, praise Yahweh. I'm making it absolutely with abundant clarity exactly how I am the door to eternal life. You are bound for death, destruction, and hell as a murderer. As a killer. And you've never known you were a killer. No telling how you have ever looked at when you read or see a killer on television where he killed an innocent man or innocent woman or innocent child. You may have had revulsion. You may have had hatred. You may have made you angry. Well, go look in a mirror and meet a first-class killer. An expert killer. You've been killing and thinking you get away with it, too. What knowledge this is. Let's turn back to Exodus chapter 20. Verse 13. Read.
Thou shalt not kill.
This instructs us that you are obligated to in no way, degree, or extent kill. In all the ways that I'm about to teach you, and all the ways that you can research on your own, that you learn is killing, you are not to do it. You cannot live in heaven like that as a killer. Not only will you destroy other people, but your conscience will be messed up. Heaven is a happy state of mind. Heaven is eternal bliss in the mind. And how can you have a blissful mind knowing you are killing somebody else's bliss in some form? You hear someone say, I think I'll go to college. You say, you? I think I'll go into business. Business? What do you know about business? You want me to take a chance with my life and security, with you in some business, I don't have enough time with you as it is. And you want to spend some evenings away from me? That's a killer, isn't it? Well, come on and go with me and see and enjoy this faith. Oh, I'm not interested in that. And you don't need to do it either. Because you don't have the interest, you try to prevent someone else from having the interest. That makes you what? Killer. Your mate or your child or your relative dresses up and you tell them you look like a fool. Honey, you ever seen a fool? Well, that's the way you look. See, that's a killer. That's a killing statement. There's a way to get them to change without killing them. Don't destroy their confidence in themselves. I mean, they'll never want to look in a mirror again. They'll get ashamed to go out. You told them they look like a fool. They take that personal. They don't take that you dressing like a fool. Say, you look like a fool. You used to say, well, I thought I looked pretty good. And when the person you look up to keeps telling you you look like a fool, I mean, you feel like a fool right then. They just killed your self-esteem. Start suffering from a lack of confidence in yourself. People can do that. If you're not strong, there's some folk have worked on your confidence in yourself. Am I right? I mean, you'd be afraid to take a step outside the house for fear of being killed. See, not with a knife, a bullet, or a gun or something, but some person that's just walking around as a raging killer. Just love to kill. Sometimes you choose a friend, you didn't know what kind of friend you had. Sometimes you marry a killer. Every time you come home from work or come into the room with them, they start killing on you. Nigga, you just like your daddy. You make me sick. I met your mama. You just like her. She was a fool. Your mama's a fool. In fact, your whole family is a fool. Anybody ever heard it? Some of you may have said it. And it makes people want to fight sometimes. And they be looking, they may take that today, but they look for a way to kill you tomorrow. And they tell you you're so sweet, and they kiss you and say, let's go visit your family. You know why she wants to go visit your family? No, you don't know why. See, you think, oh, you're so nice. Wait till she gets back home. Your family's a fool to a bigger fool than mine. Oh, this is real world here. This is something what we're learning today. Kill communicates myriads of meanings. I said kill communicates myriads of meanings. That's spelled M-Y-R-I-A-D-S. Myriads. But the irrevocable result is always a mental, spiritual, emotional, and or a physical death. There is no way to escape this reality. that that's what kill does. Kill communicates many, multiple meanings. And the irrevocable result is always a mental, spiritual, emotional, or physical death. I mean, when somebody makes you feel small and little, that does emotional damage to your psyche, especially if you look up to that person. Your stability and your character, your confidence, that the fear of a no just sends you into an emotional and mental distress to such an extent that you'll put off going. It's just like you are being destroyed. I just can't take it. Sometimes you admit it that you can't take it. Sometimes you have been destroyed to such an extent that you don't want to face the reality that you fear rejection. That no to you is personal. Some men that wanted to marry a woman wouldn't ask her because he was afraid she'd say no. Some women wanted a man that just made her heart beat almost out of her chest and wouldn't go and tell him for fear of being rejected. And when somebody tells some people no, they get depressed and go home and go to bed, be through for the day. And you did not know why you would act like this. Sometimes you were so destroyed, you've been killed to such an extent that you just wouldn't go out at all. Make 10,000 excuses not to take the package out, period. Fear of rejection. No self-esteem. How can you conquer this fear? Come face to face with the reality of why you act like this. You can conquer this by coming into the knowledge. See, you just read what? My people are destroyed. This knowledge will erase your destruction. You've already been killed. Instead of being a nation of priests, we're a nation of killers and have died from our killing and somebody else's. So we laying around dead as a valley of dry bones. A whole nation of people, a whole kingdom laying out in the valley as dry bones, as dead men's bones. And our heads are full of dead men's bodies. People who we have killed. And have done the same to us. Otherwise, you'd have brought 2,000 or 3,000 people here for Passover. You didn't try. No, you didn't. You didn't try to bring 1,000 people here all by yourself. You didn't. Am I killing you by saying that? No, I'm saying, why did you not do it? That's the issue. Fear. What's the source of fear? Hatred. You hate yourself, and you hate everybody look like you. Yes, you do. It just jumps up. I mean, you will marry somebody you really love and really admire. And I can't say love. You really admire them. I mean, they turn you on. I mean, and after a few weeks, months, you're saying hateful things to each other. and want to hurt them. I mean, you deliberately try to hurt them unto death. Sometimes you get so angry, if you thought you could get away with it, you take them physically out. You hold back because you know you don't want to really die yourself. You don't want to go to the chair, so you back off. But, I mean, if you felt you could get away with it, you'd do a physical number. So you can't do a physical number. You think of everything you can use to attack verbally. I mean, and you do a number. I'm going to hurt you, honey. Sometimes you plot all day on how you're going to hurt them. And you know, sometimes you know some people's weak points. And you know what hurts them. Oh, yeah, you study them. You say, yeah, uh-huh. See, I know you love your mama. See, so I figure, okay. I'm going to talk about your mama when you come home today. You know your old crazy mama says, it's easy for us to laugh at what destroys somebody else until it's our turn. See, it's something about our psychic that when people say certain things to us, it hurts. And you know you shouldn't have let it hurt you, but it hurts anyway. And it gets under your skin. And when somebody speaks little of your intelligence, you feel insulted. I mean, you feel murdered. So the enemy has taught you to hate yourself, your hair. Why else do you sit in the ugly parlor? Trying to change the beauty Yahweh gave you. And you try to change what he gave you permanently. You call it a permanent, it's temporary. My time is up, but I'm going to go a few more minutes. What we want to get over here at this convention is conquering our fear. There's only one thing that will conquer your fear. What is it? What? Say it. Say it out loud. Love. See, y'all scared to say love. You're afraid to say love. Right. He took our curtain of love and traded it for a curtain of hatred. That's what covers us. Hatred. Why do you think we won't trade with each other? Now, every other family on earth trades with each other but us. Why? Hatred. Hatred breeds fear. If you had a perfect love for your people, it would override your fear, and you would say, I don't care what you say, I'm bringing you this package. If you knew the way out of hell, I'm sure you would come out. You don't know your way out. I have found my way out. And I love you so much, I want you to have the joy that I have. So I'm coming with this package, though you don't know, I'm coming with your salvation. And I know up front, 9 of you are going to say no, but I'm after that one sheep that will say yes, which is an elder, who will come and help get all the rest of the masses anyway, and we'll all be out of hell in heaven in perfect love. Praise God. Why will our people let the enemy come in and kill their mother, father, sister, brother, wife, husband, child, and then just cry? It's because the enemy has killed the love in each one of my people to such an extent that they can watch somebody kill their relative and they are helpless because they don't have love for that relative. Praise God. Now here's the spiritual side. Thou shalt not kill. Your love for your family. See, that's the answer to the whole world's problems. Because everybody's killing each other. We are chosen to be the Prince of Peace. We're chosen to show the world how to stop murder on the planet. You see, that's a rough one, isn't it? What did the enemy do to us? He killed our love for each other. And he transferred it, our love, to him. That's why he can do anything he wants to us, and we'll still love him. You can't say white people don't have to pay for slavery in the way they mistreated us. See, all the good white people joined in and reaped the benefits of our slavery along with the bad white folks. So all white folks going to have to give up the gold. For not. Sins of the fathers is visited upon the children. I'm an example that the sins of our fathers is visited upon us. So how in the world is it white folks today are not going to pay for what their fathers did? They accumulated all the wealth, they're going to have to give it up. See, I know how to get what I want. The physical thing, see, that wouldn't solve niggas' problems. You understand? Killing every white man on the planet won't get it. That won't get it. We still kill each other. Still will be hating each other. Be no crackers? Boy, you haven't seen trouble till all white folk leave and we got the army and the navy and the airplanes. Boy, we be dropping napalm on every nigga we hate. I'm finna bomb your mama tonight. Where's my jet? Anybody know I'm right? Yeah, I'm finna throw a cocktail. I got a cocktail party for your mama, honey. You got that right. I want you to understand how we could easily misdirect our energy onto white folk instead of returning to our Father, Yahweh, and have our love return so that we will love to keep and obey his laws that we agreed to keep, and then thereby cast off the old man that hates and take on the new man that loves, be born again into the spirit of love for each other, which can only come through Yahweh. And then all the problems that we have will cease instantly. We will never kill love again. If we concentrate our energies and our only objective is to physically kill white people so that we can have peace, then we'll be no different than nations in Africa that kill the crack all that don't have peace. See, I'm not excusing white people for what they've done to us. They will have to pay for that. But that's not the issue. I have too many examples on the planet Earth showing that's not the solution to our problems. I just gave you an example. There's been a lot of countries take their country back from white folks that don't have peace. They have no prosperity. They have no success. People are starving to death. They have wars, civil wars within the country. Brother killing brother. Countrymen killing countrymen. Hatred is going right on just like white folk are still there. The rich getting richer. And they were just complaining about white folk getting all the money, then a class of blacks get in there and take all the money and leave the masses of the rest of their countrymen poor. So then somebody else say, well, they'll have a revolution and kill off the upper class robber and thief and killer of their countrymen. And then when they get in office, the cycle goes on. How many understand killing off white-skinned people is not the answer? We have to stop killing love in ourselves first. Praise Yahweh. What can be more supreme than having a perfect love for ourselves? I am supreme, and nobody can kill me off from being supreme. I'm supreme, and nobody can tell me different. I am a supreme creation of Yahweh. I'm one of Yahweh's supreme children, and nobody can destroy my supremacy. Praise God. This is what I taught you yesterday. What was the subject yesterday? My seminar. The ineffable name, the. You found out the causes you to become high range. Chief. Full of authority. Judge. Notable, supreme. That's your inheritance, supremacy. You'll never be supreme until you love yourself supremely. And until you can love yourself supremely, you cannot effectively love your sister, your mother, your child, your mate, or anybody else. Anybody say, I teach hate, they're liars. What am I teaching you? Love. To love. Love Yahweh how? With all. Love yourself how? Love your sister and brother how? All means perfect. Now let's turn to the scripture, which is a cap. Perfect love Cast out. John 4:18. Some fear. John chapter 4, verse 18. Yeah, this is the way I want to cap this off. If I can get this down today, then we'll go back and recruit like forever. I'll be able to make you rich overnight. You see, you've been suffering from fear. How many have been suffering from fear? That's what kept you from being prosperous and successful. The thing you don't like about yourself is seeing, I'm full of fear. I'm afraid to take this step. I burn a bridge and cry all night long. You want to turn back? Oh my God, I wish I left that bridge on. You know, it was like this out here. It's heaven out here. In perfect love. Read. There is what?
No fear in love.
There is no fear in love. You got fear? Then you don't have love. You need a serious course in how to love. And that's a part of this, but I'm not going to get to it today. I have a book up here that I wrote. I can't get to it. It's on the screen. Love is a part of this seminar, but time ran out. But there's no fear in love. You want to cast out fear? Read.
But perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love.
Can you be made perfect in love? You want to conquer fear? Start loving. See, that sounds like that's easy. See, all your life, how many ever thought that you've been in love? Right, you've been in it, but it's never been in you. That's what's wrong with my people. They've been in love. That's what's wrong with the world. They all fall in love. They fall in it. None of love falls into them. They be all wallowed in love, and no love gets inside them at all. That's what's wrong with you now. You have fallen in love many times. And what happened? Well, you be falling in and falling out. Why you want to change partners? Fell out. What are you running around looking to do? Fall back in it. Isn't it amazing you can fall in love and none of that love gets inside of you? See, just falling in love brings great pleasure. And all of a sudden you find out it also brings supreme pain. Falling in love is really painful when none of it gets inside of you. What's wrong? You know what's wrong? We don't know what love is. We thought falling in lust was love. Yes, you did. The man looked good to you. And what did you tell everybody? I'm in love with that man, honey. That's the only man I'll ever love. He died. You're going to have trouble in heaven. See, you fell in love again, told him you'd never marry again. You better hope nothing ever wake up and come back up out the ground. Because that man is going to look you up, and you're going to be running all over heaven in torment. Thought you told me you never gonna marry again. Some of us don't want our husband to be in love with nobody after we die. Just thinking about that makes you miserable. Brother say, I don't even want to die. I mean, shoot. Leave and you marry and spend my money on some other nigga, boy, let me tell you. I'll definitely be coming up out my grave. When you have a nightmare, that'll be me coming down shaking those doors at night. You hear something squeaking and walking that you can't see, that'll be me. I'm finna choke you. How many understand lust is not love? Right. See, what you've been doing is falling into lust and falling out of lust. You saw someone that you physically desired, and you found out throughout your life that changes from time to time. The more your mate, this fellow that you were in lust, or person, female or male, the person you were in lust with says or does things that cause you not to feel so lustful anymore, and you want to dump them. Say, you'll find you a new lust. Satan lied to you with the song talking about you're going to find you a new love. No, it's a new lust. Because love endures all things. Love rejoices in that which is right. And love hates that which is wrong. And will have nothing to do with that which is wrong. Love will do you good all your life. Love will stick with you closer than a brother or a sister. We need to learn how to love. And then we'll carry that package out of love to ease the pain of that person who's suffering because you love them so. Imagine, I have come to you and you didn't call for me. I just heard you moaning and groaning and crying. You didn't know my name, but I heard you. I heard you cry out, why am I suffering like this? So I have come in person to tell you why. Now, you weren't doing something good that merited my coming. It's not because you were perfect that I come and get you. I come to you full of hate. You full of hate. Rebellious, stiff-necked, hard-headed. And I understand the nature and the source of your pain, so I come to you with a message to take the pain away. Take hell and torment away from you.